Hello, I'm Jeff Biggars with Biggar Hats. I'm here with Ricardo at Cortadoria.
Well, welcome everybody. It's a great pleasure to have Jeff here visiting for the first time. I'm so proud to have him, and let's have some fun.
Perfect.
We are working 3 shifts, 24 hours. Yeah, 3 teams. Each shift has a permanent team working.
This is where we keep all of our skins with control humidity, control temperature. With this warehouse, we can choose when and how to process the skins. It's really important to have the skins in this under these conditions.
And it's colder in here.
Yeah, it's really I think we are with 8 degrees Celsius, around 8 degrees Celsius. And the temperature is already around 70%. 70%. The humidity, yeah.
What type of skins are these?
Yeah, we all of our type skins are loaded in this warehouse. We have everything with the reference, so we cannot. It's almost impossible to mix. We have the full traceability of all of our skins that we receive to our clients if they want to know where the skins came from, when do we work at those skins. Yeah, we track everything. We have full traceability of our process. We have the rabbit skins, as you can see here, gray rabbit skins. We have domestic gray rabbit skins, as you can see here. We have white domestic and white farm rabbit skins also. As you can see, everything has the reference as it should be. We have also airs, as you can see here. We have a lot of airs also. All the airs we need to...
So that's hair.
Airs, yeah. This kind of, you can see by the color of the bales. We have airs until there. We have a few more.
Hair skins are from Argentina.
Yeah.
So you have the different animals. Where do they come from specifically?
Well, the best rabbit skins come from Central Europe. I mean, Poland, Czech Republic, Ukraine. Very good skins.
And those are farm raised or
domestic skins or domestic rabbits. And then we have hare's fur. It comes from Argentina. We buy once a year in the season, so we have to carry and have an inventory for the whole year. And the same with beaver.
Those are trapped because you can't.
Those are hunted. You know. And we have a lot of beaver as well.
And where does the beaver come?
The beaver comes from the U.S. and Canada.
North America.
Yeah, North America.
There's no beavers in Europe.
There are some.
Yeah,
there are some.
Not enough.
No. We buy from Canada and the United States. It's controlled by the environmental authorities and all that. So we have to make sure that it's sustainable and that the beavers are trapped according to the best practices and standards.
100% trapped.
Yes.
People ask me if they're farmed. I was like, there's no way you could.
No. They need to go out in the cold weather and on snow bikes and they trap them. Yeah, that's how it works. And they sell the skins for hat industry basically nowadays. A little bit for the fur industry, but for coats, but very little today. And they also obtain castor oil, which is a cosmetic used in cosmetics, you know. But
so does the of course they use rabbits in the hat industry, but do they use them anywhere else?
Well, in the past, when the fashion was using the fashion sector, you know, the fashion industry was using fur accessories, garments. The Chinese were buying a lot of rabbit skins for tanning, and but now the fashion is reduced, you know, and they don't buy rabbit skins anymore in Europe. so the prices are not so high now recently. So we are able to buy more easily than when the Chinese were buying. But the Chinese were not buying domestic skins; they were buying farm skins from slaughterhouses. So it's industrial breeding, and the animals are quite small. These were the skins that they were buying, and of course they stopped buying. And so there in the market there are a lot of farm skins nowadays, but the domestic skins are mostly are preferred by the hat makers, and those are still expensive because we all prefer domestic rabbit skins, and those are from, as I said, Poland, Czech Republic, Ukraine, maybe Slovakia, and a few from other countries, but mostly from Central Europe, and these are still expensive because there is a lot of demand and there are not so many skins available, and that's what we mainly buy from those countries. And these are very big skins. I can show you a few.
So this right here is one rabbit?
This right here is one rabbit. It's very, very big rabbit. All the domestic rabbits that we buy from the countries I referred, for example, Ukraine, are very, very big animals,
How much do they weigh?
Maybe 8 pounds, maybe 8-pound animals. They are really, really big animals, you see. But they are all like that, not just, And this has very, very, very good fur. You can check here. This is very, very good fur.
Better quality and easier to work to process. Yeah.
Yes,
So I see they're all different colors. Is there a certain breed like this is called? Like it's just.
no, it's domestic rabbits are mostly gray or multiple colors. A little bit of white, but white is like 20%.
But is there a breed?
Not necessarily. It's I cannot identify a specific breed on domestic rabbits, but on farm rabbits there are a few breeds that are used, and the majority of the farmed rabbit is white, by opposition of the domestic, which is gray. So we use gray fur to make dark colors and black hats. And we have to use white fur, white rabbit fur, or bleached beaver fur to make pastel colors.
Okay, so a lot of these are, brown, tan. Do you call all that gray?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Because when we mix all these different multiple colors, we obtain gray fur, which is good to dye like a granite or steel and chocolate color and all that, and black, of course. And then we use white rabbits for pastel colors, like a buckskin or a silver belly or a collar.
But when we get to the fur, we will get an even color. It will not look like this, as you will see. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't use the top; you use the bottom next to the skin.
Yes, that's true. That's true. No, but the reason is that when we mix these multiple colors, it becomes gray fur. Uniform gray fur. Beaver skins. As you can see, this one is a nice brown color, but some skins are darker, some skins are lighter in color. It depends. And this is how we receive the skins. They are just dried.
So that is how big of an animal is that?
This is probably medium size, small medium probably, but we have multiple
like
sizes.
Pounds?
This one, this one is just like 1.2 pounds.
No, the beaver, the animal.
Oh, the animal. I don't know how heavy is the animal. I just know the weight of the skins.
Okay. So this is how every one of them comes in, and so this is
absolutely
the head here.
Yeah.
And where is it split at? Is it split down the middle or down the sides?
It is split in the belly.
Yeah, right.
So this is in the middle, this is the back,
This is the bell.
and this is the belly, both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I notice is there are skins, and we're about to look at them. They're everywhere. So there's a lot of dead animals in here, but it doesn't smell bad at all. How do you accomplish that?
Well, the skins are preserved just because they are dry, and they can last for a long time. But we have to keep the temperature low to preserve bugs to develop. But we don't use biocides or pesticides or any chemicals here. We prefer to preserve the skins by lowering the temperature. So we have temperature close to freezing point here, and so the bugs don't develop. So by not using pesticides or biocides, we protect the environment, and also we protect ourselves that work here in the warehouse, and also we don't have this type of chemicals in the fur, and so the ones that produce the felt head bodies, they don't breed any chemicals, so it's
Thank
much
you for
safer.
watching out for me.
It's much safer, and it's more environmental, responsible. And so we just keep the temperature low. That's it, and it doesn't smell too bad, and it's also good in our production because we don't have a very intense smell through our production, because the skins are well preserved, and this is important also to have good working conditions in this factory. So it's important to keep the skins in good conditions.
The range. The small one.
Big boy right there.
Yeah. And the small one.
Now, is there any difference in the quality of fur?
No, we have. There are some difference how to process them.
But regarding what I mean is, if it's bigger, does it make it?
Regarding the fur, we don't think so. It's the same fur. We will have some differences in the processing them, but regarding the quality of the fur, is the same. You can see it.
In the back, we have less density. Try to feel what is under the guard hair.
What do you call that?
Yeah.
Downy fur?
Yeah, we call it just fur, but here, this is the guard hair. We call this guard hair.
Okay.
This is guard hair, We need to remove the guard hair. The guard hair is very coarse. But the best fur is in the belly, you see. At the belly is where the fur is more dense. And this it's better quality here, you see. This is the fur.
So that's why a natural is that color. It's not brown. People think it's brown, but it's actually made out of
because
what's underneath.
we remove the guard hair. The guard hair is very coarse and it's dark.
And it doesn't felt well.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's horrible. But then the under fur is this color. See, especially at the belly is lighter in color. At the back is darker in color. You see, the back is always darker.
And that's where the silver belly.
The silver belly comes for very, very rare skins that are very light in color, and we only use the belly. I don't know if do you have a few skins? We can show it. So this is the silver beaver, and we cut the silver belly from this part and this part, and we don't use the back. We just use this part, and the color is really, really light, but these are very rare animals. Very, very rare animals. Saying that this silver beaver is very rare, and we can only find about 4 skins in every 1,000 skins. So we need to go over 1,000 skins to find 4 skins of silver beaver.
0.4%.
That's right. And when we find these skins, we separate them and then we only cut the belly, which is also, of course, better quality, the belly, than the back. But also the belly, the color is lighter on the belly. That's why we call it silver belly. And it's really, really very rare to find this type of skin, okay? Because in general, the skins are pale as this one, or dark. This is the most common color.
Yeah.
And then some skins are pale, and silver belly is quite rare to find, as I said, yeah. Like
It's our first section, as we call it. We open the skins, and we clean them in the drums with some aspiration, and then we make the skins flat, because we need to have the skins flat to control the process in the following sections. I can show you. Open it. We are opening the skins. They come like this. We'll open the skins. First step.
Bom dia. Bom dia.
They are all the same. Yeah, all the same. Yeah, we have a blade. This is to protect the fingers and everything, and it just opens the skin. It's a simple process.
So it's stuck together.
Yeah, yeah.
And so there's so few factories in the world. What percentage would you say that you control it as far as the fur?
About half, about 50%, or a little bit more, maybe.
They are like this. They are flat.
So they open them up, and now we're pressing them.
So this is what we want to work. Some of our skin, you can see how they drop, look smoothly. we like that. Yeah. So some of our skins we have to drum. Sorry, we have to drum clean them. O Sr. Jeff, o Bruno já tem o mochila a funcionar. Dá um toque. So this is a drum. We use only the rotation of the drum, and we have the ventilation. It's just to clean the dust and the bugs that some of our skins that we receive with. It's what we call conditioned skins. So we cleaned it in the drum, just with the aspiration, nothing more. No chemicals. So that's how we process the rabbit, how we do it, the rabbit and theirs. Regarding the beaver skins, we wash them, as you can see, and then we remove the flesh. How do we remove the flesh? With this kind of blades, rotational blades, and then we dry them. It's a simple process that we do regarding the beaver, but we have to do it carefully because of the quality of the skins and the price and quality of the beaver fur.
And so you do the rabbits and you do the beavers. In this process, you do it different days.
Because regarding the beaver, we have to wash it, and because we have to wash it with water, so it's different. It's like a water area zone, as you can see. We have to keep everything under this area. And as we are washing it, the skin, it's good to flash right after, because it's humidity, and it's good for the blade to remove only the flesh without damaging the skin. And then we keep the skins to the dryer. We will dry them with a toggling machine, as you can. So as you can see, in this machine, it's where we dry the skins. We call it toggle dryer because we need to toggle the skin. The skin has to be a little bit of tension, because right after the drying process, we want to have the skin like this, flat, the same as the rabbit. So if we do not toggle the skin will shrink during the drying process.
You say toggle, it's like clamping down. They're clamping down just a different, like a finger blocker, it stretches it out. We do 1, 2, 3, 4 skins per board here.
Yeah, per drawer, yeah. 3 to 4 skins each drawer. É mesmo para dar uma asneira, é mesmo para dar asneira hoje. Bom, mas ela já está desligada, não já? Sim, está tudo desligado. Mas isso ele não sabe que eu não tenho acesso no sistema, por isso. So, at the end of the first day of production, we take the skins out. As you can see, it's only a water degreasing and with the rotation of the machine, and then we take the skins out. And that the skins are really wet, it simplifies our way to flash them.
And so they've been in there for a day.
Yeah, around a day.
And then you will draw the water out.
Yeah.
And then you rinse them.
Yeah. And then when we drain all the water, we add some cleaned water. And at the end of that step, we take out all the clean water with the bigger skins. And as they are really wet, it's the best way to flash them, to take out the flash in these machines. And then we just have to dry. So it's a simple process, but we have to do it carefully with time. It takes time, but it's a simple process.
But no harsh chemicals.
No harsh chemicals, because we cannot damage the fur. The fur, it's our precious. Starting the second step, this is where we start to think about the felting properties and the way to cut the fur. As you can see, all the skins are flat, as I explained before. We have some beaver skins that are going to be processed on Friday, and these skins are going to be processed tomorrow. Okay, we put it in a drum just to break a little bit the skin, just to get more soft and easier to process. Because now we are going to dry them again, as I will show you. It's a regular drum. We have a 24 meters long dryer, and we dry with temperature and with ventilation. Because as you may know, if we can dry with low temperature, it's better than to dry with high temperatures. And how do we dry with low temperatures? Even more ventilation. It's like when we are drying our clothes during the winter. There are some days with low temperature, but are windy days, and the clothes get really dry. We try to do the same. Low temperatures do not damage the fiber, and the skins will be good to cut.
So with the higher temperatures, is that going to dry out like the natural oils?
Yeah. We try to dry with low temperatures to do not burn the fiber, as you may know, because it will be easier to our customers to make a good felt body. As we dry the skins, now we can cut the fur and we shred the skin, as I will show you. We want the fur and then we shred the skin. As you are watching, you get only the fur, and we shred the skin with the blades. And now we have to clean this fur and degrease it.
So we're doing hairs today, but when you do beaver, are you separating the belly from the back? So
I will show you how we do it. We cut them. As you can see, this is a belly, another belly, and another belly. if the customer wants to have only the belly Biggar fur or only the back Biggar fur, we cut them and we deliver as he wants. That's what Ricardo was explaining. So we have to cut them before we shred the skin, because if we shred the skin, the fur will get mixed and it's impossible to separate them. So we have to separate it in the skins. The same that Ricardo did is to compare it.
So this is
Soft.
belly.
Yeah, belly. This is soft.
Is back.
Yeah, this is soft.
Hey, yeah, there's a considerable difference.
You can check the difference, even the color.
And so the back fur is much more coarse.
Yeah, and darkest. Darkest. It's what I call the third step. The first step was the preparation, the second step was the felting properties and preparing the skin to cut the fur. And now in the third step, we get the fur, we need to clean the fur, and we need to degrease the fur. That's what I will show you. You are familiar with this kind of machines, with these blowing sections. So, how do we put the fur, as you can see, here. And then, as the fur is lighter, it goes section by section. The heavier fur falls down. And what do I say as heavier? The heavier is the dirtiest fur. We don't want it. We want the light. You can compare what falls down, no good, to what comes. This is the first cleaning step.
This is what you were talking about with the gray fur. Even though they're all different colors,
look,
they end up gray.
They end up gray and it's an even color.
They're good fur.
Sometimes, as we are processing the beaver, it can be a little bit different because it depends which batch did we produce, but it's all natural color.
So this fur, do we use this in hats?
No. We give 3 shots to the fur. Falls down, another shot, falls down, another shot. It's final. I think, as I know, because I'm used to it, this fur will not get to the machine again because it's the third time. So this
3
is
strikes and you're out.
Yeah, this is what we call waste. It's our waste, yeah. But so as we have the fur, this is his bags of fur. This is the fur that we cleaned, that we blow. It's like a blowing machine. And now we know how much grease content it has. How do we do it? We keep everything controlled with our lab. We measure the alkalic index. It's like an indirect measure of the felting properties, and then we measure the grease content. As we get the lab results, we know which program we have to give to the fur. How do we do it? We place the bags of fur inside the machine, and then we give the program related to the grease content that the fur has. And then
so it's measured, and so you have a process for every.
Yeah, for each batch we measure the lab grease content. So imagine that we have 10% of grease content. We wash them and we get around 1%.
I see. We have 4 machines.
Yeah, we have four blowing machines, and we produce every day, every second, batch by batch. We never mix suppliers, we never mix different animals, different fibers, and then after we finish each batch, we clean the machine. As you may see, now we are working gray rabbit fur, another gray rabbit fur, and in these two machines we are working white rabbit fur.
So how long does it take to clean a machine?
Around 2 hours.
Go through and meticulously clean all
Yeah.
this.
These machines, they are stopped because we are going to clean it. Colors and everything. So this is what we call the supermarket. So every bag of fur here, the fur is already degreased, so with a low grease content, and each batch we know the reference. I know the time that we produce, I know the supplier, I know the kind of fur, I know everything. So that's what I call what I was telling about, that we work batch by batch. We never mix the different batches. So now we have to do the mixing. How do we do the mixing? The client wants some rabbit fur, white rabbit fur. I get to the white rabbit fur, and then I mix. Now I can mix the batches, the production batches. We never mix the beaver with the hares and with the rabbit. So it's always 100% each animal
Is divided.
Yeah. So you can see the colors. We have white for white rabbit fur. We have pink for white domestic rabbit fur.
Every color bag signifies a different animal, different color.
Yeah, just to be simple, more simple to get to the batch that we want to search the batch. As you can see, we have dark. It's Biggar. The dark is the Biggar. Blue is the gray domestic rabbit fur, and gray, it's the gray rabbit fur. Yeah. So we are going to process Biggar, and we already placed this for what we call cars. So
Yeah, you got to be highly skilled.
we cannot be always replacing our workers because they are fully they need to be specialized workers. The concept is the same, blowing, and the dirtiest falls down. But as you may see, as we are already with the grease fur, no grease, the fur here is a lot cleaner. Look.
So there's a lot of trash in here. This much cleaner, much softer. So how do you grade the rabbit fur? So when we make the hats, we call it an X system, and Ricardo has his X system, which translate. So how does it get to that X?
It depends on which quantity of domestic rabbit skins or farm rabbit skins that we put on that batch. We determine it in the skins. So each batch it's a batch of domestic rabbit skins or a batch of farm rabbit skins. I will give you an example. Our first quality rabbit fur, it's 100% domestic rabbit skins. As we get to the second quality, I will give you an example. It's around 80% of domestic rabbit skins and 20% of farm rabbit skins. Our lowest quality, it's around 50-50. 50% domestic rabbit skins and 50% farm rabbit skins. It depends of the balance between domestic rabbit skins as domestic rabbit fur or farm rabbit skins that we get to the farm rabbit fur.
This kind of machines, it's an 8 blowing section. Those were 4 section blowing machine. This is 8 sections. So the fur is better cleaned here, as you can see. This is Biggar.
This is Biggar.
Biggar.
So no brown. We're really getting into the taupey right next to the skin.
It is a coincidence that we are working Biggar with you here. Yeah, because we work Biggar 1 day a week. So we clean the machine to avoid contamination, and then we clean around 16 hours of Biggar, and then we only produce more Biggar fur the next week. So it's around 4 days with rabbit fur and 1 day with Biggar fur, just you to have the relation.
That's a percentage, yeah.
So, you want this fur?
I do not. Yeah.
You want, I give you. Free.
You can keep it. So it's got
This is what falls down, yeah. No good.
No good.
Come here.
Big difference. A lot of trash. Very clean. Different color too.
Yeah. Because as we clean the guards there and everything, the color gets lighter. Yeah. How do I know that is a good fur? Look how it breaks softly. Look. No break. As you can see, it didn't break.
Now can we see it bad?
We have no bad here. We have no bad fur. No bad fur in Cortadoria. To know that we sold a good product, we make an effort to do it. We keep the lab result of the alkali index. It's like an indirect measure of the felting properties. We have a range of the alkali index where...
Is that pH balance?
No, it's related with the pH balance, but it's not pH balance. But the pH balance, it's a part of the calculation of the alkali index. It's a little bit complicated because it's a chemical simplification of the lab results. And then we measure also the grease content. As you may know, the Biggar fur that we sell has around 0.5% of grease content. It's really well controlled, and the alkali index is around 30%. So if we get the alkali index around 30%, if we get 0.5 grease content, at the end of the day, you will get a good felt body. The other thing that we can check is the cleanliness. How do we do it? We get the fur and then we check it with the light and everything. We check if the fur is good, and we also measure the humidity. I will show you a lab result and how do we keep everything controlled. Okay. So we do 4 tests, and the final test that we do it is regarding the final product. And as I was saying, we control the alkali index, we control the grease content, we control the humidity, and then we control the cleanliness. Everything is in a good range. It's we try to get to the range from the medium to the maximum. We try to get to the middle, but sometimes these do not mean 100% sure that the fur will get to a good felt body. Our customers still do another 4 more tests, and then 4 more tests until they get the felt body.
It's amazing. It's very scientifically done. I'm not going to show you the numbers there, but they're measuring. What are you measuring here?
So, as I was saying to you, we are measuring the grease content from the production batches and then the final product batches. We are doing the alkali index. It's an indirect measure of the good felting properties. We are measuring the pH balance, as you were saying. We are measuring the cleanliness, and we are measuring also the humidity to make sure that the fur will not break until it gets to the felt body. In the area. So it's 100 kilos of third quality gray rabbit fur. It's good to chip.
And there's one in there now?
Yeah, we are baling some. We cannot show because it's some bags there. Yeah, but we pack them there, we press it, and then we bale them. And it's good to chip. Pode trabalhar à vontade, pode trabalhar à vontade. You can see he's sharpening this part to get the good yield. So, when we are producing the beaver skins, we cut them in three. As you may see, there is a missing part here. So we are cutting the bellies. So different type of fur. We do not mix with the back beaver fur if the client wants. The missing part was already cut and it is in another batch.
So the shoulders.
There are no shoulders. There are nothing more. Just back and belly. It depends on the size of the beaver skin. Sometimes we have to cut it in 4 parts and not 3. But the difference is that when we cut in 4 parts, the 2 parts from the middle, it's back beaver fur. When it's a medium-sized beaver skin, only 3 parts, and only the middle part is back beaver fur, as you can see here. With a team of 8 technicians, we have to produce our own machines, and we have to maintain them to do a good work. So some changes that we have to do we do it by our own.
You can't find this equipment at Home Depot or
because I will not look humble, but there is no one that knows how much that we know about this industry.
So pretty much everything you make yourself.
Yeah, we have to make by ourselves because
or it's extremely old.
Yeah, it's easier to do it than to explain to someone how to do it. As you can see, we make a lot of adaptations. Bom dia, Sr. Vitor. It's Vitor, he works here around 30 years.
Bom dia.
É o Jeff americano.
Chapéu fica bem, cara.
Yeah, good.
Não pode,
It's okay, it's a good hat.
Yeah. So Peter works here around 30 years.
30 years.
Since 30 years, yeah. It's one of our maintenance responsibles. We have 2. Peter is the one responsible for all the traditional maintenance, and then we have a colleague that it's more responsible for the automation and for the electrician part.
That looks plastic. So that, it is plastic.
PVC, it's plastic.
PVC.
Because plastic, it's better to duration with the acid and everything.
Awesome.
So yeah, we buy it, and then Victor is placing the holes and everything to make it running. So as I was saying, we have to do it by ourselves because no one will sell us what we want.
That's a lot of our stuff is.
Yeah.
We use very old stuff, but we try to keep it going. But yeah, new stuff you have to make it yourself.
Sometimes we have to take the old stuff and make it new.
Right.
Victor, here
Upgrade it.
We are upgrading this conveyor. Yeah. So, doing a recap of your visits, as we can see in this table, we have the beaver fur, beaver skins with no carding, beach beaver felt body, gray rabbit fur hat, beaver natural fur hat dyed in black. Then we get the rabbit skins, gray rabbit fur, and then we have hare's skins and hare's fur. As you can see here, we have also the white rabbit fur. And in name of Cortadoria, thanks for your visit, and feel free to visit whenever you want.
Thank you.